All right, the Detroit Lions get good and bad injury news. The good news about having a bunch of injuries is that you get guys back. They're like, oh, yeah, I kind of forgot you were even on the team. And that's Miles Frazier, rookie, right guard, number 70. We get from LSU, who were all just kind of like, ooh, that kind of a steal in the 5th round. We pick him up, gets injured kind of right away. Just haven't had a chance to see him. But he said nothing but great things to say, talking about his being in shape, talking about things like, hold on, check this one out here if it plays. Yeah, here he is. Just exactly what we need. We need an interior offensive lineman. We had Mahogany go out. I mean, again, who knows, right? And he hasn't gone against really NFL talent, so it's hard to just assume, oh yeah, this guy's gonna be great. No idea. But at the same time, great to get him back in the mix. So he's an interesting player because remember this about him is he played 3 seasons at LSU, 2 at Florida International, started 50 out of the 54 eligible games that he could have started. Right guard, left tackle, left guard, right tackle. He played everywhere. He allowed 0 sacks in 2024 at LSU, allowed only 4 sacks in his career in college on 1,500 pass blocking opportunities. 4 sacks. Real quiet, kind of steal type guy. So love that. That's the good news, is that Miles Frazier is on his way back. Kind of bad news, if it's even bad, is that DJ Reed was eligible to open up his 21-day window, and they didn't do it. So that means he's at least 3 weeks away from playing, so that puts him kind of around or past Thanksgiving. Mahogany, another bad news. We know Mahogany went to IR, done. Other good news, Khalil Dorsey's eligible to return anytime. And Giovanni Manu says he's is a couple weeks out, but the good news is it's not a season ender. Dan Campbell said they expect him to get back. So those are the kind of guys on the fringe that aren't really on the injury report, but at least worth talking about. As for the injury report, I guess more good news on that. So Kirby Joseph, Pat O'Connor, Sailors out. Okay, fine. Kirby Joseph, it'd be nice to get him back here. But at the same time, let these guys heal up. We've got so much season left. Give them all of November, and come back like super healthy. Again, that's the nice thing. If there's a nice thing about injuries, you get guys back. Like, oh yeah, all right, let's do this. So Taylor Decker back. So actually Wednesday was rough. Taylor Decker was out. Penei Sewell was out. Dan Skipper was out. It's like, oh crap. But look at this. Miles Frazier, limited practice. Taylor Decker's back, practicing a little bit. Josh Paschal, limited practice. A couple days worth of practice. So huge, right? Those 3 guys. Hello. Malcolm Rodriguez coming back. Penei Sewell is good to go. We got, who else? Terrion Arnold, full practice. So I know the injuries are there a little bit. No question. Our offensive line is the big question mark. But overall, we are in a good spot when it comes to the injuries. And so if you're wondering kind of what to think, right? It's like, I'm just not sure what to think right now with this team, because we have seen a really bad performance against let me pull it up here. We've seen a bad performance against the Packers week 1. That just kind of was jarring because we were all so excited. You wait 9 months to watch your team. It's a road divisional game, a lot of excitement, ready to go, and you just lay an egg is tough. So that was a tough, like, all right, well, what are we? But then, here we go. Then we go to Chicago, or Chicago comes to us. All right, shoot, like, what are we gonna do? It's Ben Johnson. Like, we gotta kill these guys, and we do. It's like, okay. Then we do at Baltimore. This is before we realized Baltimore had some holes, some things. Still, Baltimore was Baltimore. Monday night, all eyes were on us, and we dominate and just destroy them. It's like, oh my gosh. Then Cleveland we destroy. Cincinnati we destroy. So we are riding this ultimate high. Then Kansas City crushes us. Then Tampa Bay we destroy. Then we get crushed. So it's like, oh, okay. A couple things. Number one, we've been really spoiled the last couple of years. I think we all know it, but it's hard not to just fall in love with it. These like Cleveland Cincinnati games are the perfect example. Should beat them, destroy them. You look at the Packers. Packers should beat some teams, and they lose to them or barely beat them. We've just been kind of rolling here against teams like that. Plus, we sprinkle in these big wins. Like, oh my gosh, Tampa Bay, Baltimore. So we understand that. But then the Kansas City and the Minnesota loss were very puzzling. Again, bye week, 2 weeks, somewhat similar to Green Bay, where you're waiting to get back and get destroyed. Okay. So I think in the Kansas City game was just painful all the way around, but the Minnesota game just didn't play well. Had 3 special teams plays. Montgomery fumbled. I mean, we just did a lot of not good things. So I'm not too worried about Minnesota. What I do look at, though, is like, okay, at Washington without Jaden Daniels, we know as well as anyone that you don't take Washington lightly no matter what they've got. Who knows? It's at Washington. You got to go find a way to win there. Jaden Daniels isn't playing. Okay, fine. Then Sunday night at Philadelphia. This feels like, I think we're all kind of not sure about Philadelphia. So I don't know. I could see us just handling them. I could see them winning oddly with just some tush pushes and a couple of this, a couple of that. Next thing you know, we lose. So what I'm saying is these next 2 weeks are huge because New York win, Green Bay on Thanksgiving, let's go. Dallas, got to get them. A Thursday turnaround, and then back to cross country to play the Rams. I mean, this schedule is just like, it's not the worst thing, but it's also just then Pittsburgh and then a short turnaround and go to Minnesota on Christmas Day. It's just a lot, right? So we have to win the games that we should win. And also offensively got to figure out what are we all in the meantime. And by the way, the answer offensively is always pick up the tempo. When you don't, like, when in doubt, all right, what do we do? Because there's just a lot. Minnesota's got our number. Minnesota, pick up the tempo. Love to see us pick up the tempo. Love to see us not be so cute offensively with shifts and stuff. It's like, let's line up and call some plays where we are, whether it's shorter routes, whatever. I know this is just easy for me to say, but I'm just, as you just look, okay, let's not overcomplicate this. All right, defense has 2 high safeties. Let's run the ball. Okay, they're bringing up a safety. Let's pass it. Okay, they're playing off coverage. Okay, let's do a little shorter route. They're pressing us. Okay, let's get JMO in there. All right, they're pressing us. Let's get Tesla in there for a little back shoulder, 1-on-1 down the sideline. Let's just, again, easy for me to say, hard to execute, but we are doing a lot of things that feel like, what was that? That didn't work. We can't have, you're going to have 6 plays like that a game. You can't have 17 like that, where it's just like, that didn't work. Well, that we've had more of those moments than we've had in the last couple of years, to just put it simply. And so if we can, okay, that was good. 3-yard gain. Even that, all right, 3 yards, 4 yards. Obviously, you'll take that all day, but it's the ones that just get blown up, or, Goff just does the thing where it's not even his fault. It's just like pass rush gets through and he just collapses because he's like, I can't get away from this. Gotta avoid those. So I'm just not sure how to feel as a Lions fan. I think we're still really good. We got the coaching staff. We got the quarterback. Like, we're going to be fine. But we're not as dominant. But did we just have a bad game? I mean, I just think we're going to learn a lot going to Washington. It's just going to be, we have to win this game. Because if you look at the playoff picture, I love this graphic here. So this is the AFC. NFC shows it. Playoff chances right now. And you can see that 7 teams get in, and we're in this 7-team cluster up here. We're in a great spot. But we got to beat Washington, Dallas, the Giants. You can see those guys down here because we do have games against the Eagles, Rams, Packers, Bears. Let's go. Got to get this win, and I think we can. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Make sure you subscribe, and we'll see all of you on the next one.